the Chi-Town, it's Bears on the flight. Let me go tune in to KIEQ on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the likes.
Caleb Williams shares an epic response to his Patrick Mahomes comparison. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of KIEQ on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, make sure you also do me a huge favor by also hitting the like button on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic. So, Bears fans, before I go any further with today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic, I want to start a new tradition starting today on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic. Every single time the Chicago Bears win, I understand it's preseason, but this is going to happen in the regular season as well. Every single time that the Chicago Bears get a win, I want you guys to come to my channel and comment claws up down below in the comment section, because every single time the Bears get a win, first and foremost, I'm going to put on these stunner shades, these glasses that make me look pretty cool in my personal opinion. And then the second thing I'm going to do is blast the Claws Up Chicago Bears anthem with K-Hooks featuring KIEQ on the Mic, and we are going to blast it right here every single time the Bears win, because it's for Bears fans, right? Every time the Bears win, we need to come together, say claws up, and absolutely slap the Chicago Bears anthem. So starting today, let's go ahead and play Claws Up, the Chicago Bears anthem. Let's get it, Bears fans.
In your mom, get to the back.
Bears fans, throw your claws up. Midway monsters, yeah, we all up. Bear down, that's for all us. Let me see you do your thing, throw your claws up. Bears fans, throw your claws up. Midway monsters, yeah, we all up. Bear down, that's for all us. Let me see you do your thing, throw your claws up. NFC North, we the hardest out our sections. When you hear that bear down, you better get the steppin'. Light it up with us, you gon' think we use them hit sticks. Feel like Jalen Johnson take this beat for a pick six. Cali the Chi-Town, it's Bears on the flight. Let me go tune in to KIEQ on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the likes. Matt Forte, Walter Payton. They sweat me like I'm Tez, cause I'm all pro in the making. So tell me why they hating. We about to take over, they gon' feel what I'm saying. We really back and we ripped off the script. Feeling like Hester when I pop off these kicks. They just mad they ain't pop off like this. We are the Bears and you know what it is. Oh yeah, Bears fans, throw your claws up. Midway monsters, yeah, we all up. Bear down, that's for all us. Let me see you do your thing, throw your claws up. Bears fans, throw your claws up. Midway monsters, yeah, we all up. Bear down, that's for all us. Let me see you do your thing, throw your claws up.
Once again, Bears fans, if you guys enjoy that Claws Up Chicago Bears anthem, make sure you go to the actual YouTube video and share it with every single Bears fan that you know. We did this for you guys to bring us all together, get us excited for the season. I absolutely love the song, and I absolutely love the comments I've been getting on the song as well. And once again, every single time the Bears win, it's going to be a tradition. So make sure you run to my podcast, and I'll be doing the same thing every single time. Bears fans, claws up. It's going to be a great season. So let's go ahead and talk about yesterday's 27-3 preseason win over the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Chicago Bears are still undefeated, right? And, you know, this is one of the things I really like about our current roster is that Ryan Poles did a very good job on not only adding quality starters, but quality backups as well. Everyone is playing hard for each other. You know, and it's beautiful to see. It's not boring preseason football prior to, you know, past years. Ryan Poles has made it very clear that it's going to be hard to make this football team. And rightfully so. You could definitely see how the guys are playing on the field, that they're playing with a purpose. They want to be here in Chicago. And I absolutely love watching as a Bears fan, but it was another dominating performance by the entirety of the Chicago Bears football team, led to a 27-3 win over the Cincinnati Bengals. But what I wanted to talk about today is the response that we got from Caleb Williams, because after the game, Caleb Williams made some really, really good throws, right? Made some really athletic and explosive plays for the Chicago Bears. He played about a half of football. And here's the thing, it was a really rough start for Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears starting offense. He went 4 for 8 for 19 yards. They looked somewhat out of sync. Nothing was really going well. He did play into the second quarter, and that's when things really started heating up for Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. He completed 4 of 7 passes for 70 yards and also scored a rushing touchdown. He led 2 scoring drives as well. He had a deep pass to Tyler Scott that resulted in a defensive pass interference on the Bengals. That could also have been a big catch or a touchdown. But despite the slow start from Caleb Williams and this Bears offense, he really showed resilience and the ability to bounce back. And that's also important for a young quarterback in Caleb Williams, because things are not always going to be smooth. It's not always going to be easy, to get consistent drives, especially the better defenses that you're going to see in the National Football League. So it's good that he had the adversity and he dealt with that adversity and bounced back and also made some really incredible plays. Let's start out with this, though, Bears fans, before we talk about the response that Caleb Williams gave to some of these comparisons to Patrick Mahomes. And we've been hearing these comparisons ever since he was in college at USC. When you look at the tape, they do have a similar playing style, but this is how this whole comment about Caleb Williams on Patrick Mahomes came about. Superstar wide receiver Tyreek Hill actually tweeted during the Chicago Bears and Cincinnati Bengals preseason game on Saturday afternoon that Williams reminds him of someone, and he went ... Obviously, Tyreek Hill was referring to his teammate and 3-time Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes. And once again, this is nothing new. People have been comparing Patrick Mahomes and Caleb Williams ever since Caleb Williams was in college. But here's what I like about this. When the reporters after the game told Caleb Williams about what Tyreek Hill tweeted and what everyone else was tweeting after him making some really explosive plays in this preseason game against the Bengals, this was Caleb Williams' response, Bears fans. It's respect, cool and all, but I'm Caleb Williams. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek Hill is Tyreek Hill. We're here to win games for the Chicago Bears. The Bears. Bears fans, I absolutely love that response from Caleb Williams. It shows so much humility. And I think I said this prior to him being drafted by the Chicago Bears, how I was a little bit upset that people were putting those expectations, because Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. He is 101. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, and he's probably about to win his 4th ring as soon as this year. You shouldn't put those type of expectations on Caleb Williams, because just like Caleb Williams said, he is Caleb Williams. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek Hill is Tyreek Hill. Caleb Williams is only worried about being the best version of himself. That shows so much humility, right? And he's just confident in himself. He's not trying to compare himself to Patrick Mahomes or any of the other great quarterbacks. He wants to look up to those guys for sure, but he wants to be the best version of Caleb Williams that he can be. So Bears fans, that showed so much humility for Caleb Williams. It was on full display. And once again, I do understand why the comparisons are coming about. When you look at the plays that he's making, even in these preseason games, I understand that he's not going against starters 24/7, but even the Bears defense during practice are saying that he's making these plays on a consistent basis. And just the simple plays of him getting flushed out to the left and be able to just flick of the wrist, 45-yard dot to Odunze. That's Patrick Mahomes like. Even in the first preseason game that he saw against the Buffalo Bills, just the flick of the wrist, not looking at DeAndre Swift on the screen pass, and DeAndre Swift takes it 40+ yards. That's very Patrick Mahomes like. Even the play where he was able to scramble to his right, juke the defender, and still throw a dot in the back of the end zone to Odunze. That's Patrick Mahomes like. And if it wasn't if Rome Odunze just showed more awareness, that's a touchdown pass for Caleb Williams, right? So it's just the pocket awareness, the playmaking ability, always keeping your eyes downfield, the creativity in his playmaking ability as well. That's what makes people say, hey, that's very Patrick Mahomes like. So I do understand the comparisons, but I just feel that Caleb Williams handled this perfectly because he is just trying to be the best version of himself. And that's what's going to bring the Chicago Bears a whole lot of success. If he's not trying too hard to compare himself to Patrick Mahomes or a guy like Aaron Rodgers, as long as he's staying focused and just trying to be the best version of himself, that's going to help the Chicago Bears offense. And that's going to help the Chicago Bears as a whole win a whole lot of football games. But overall, Bears fans, I mean, it was another good day of work for Caleb Williams. I do love the fact that it was a slow start. He dealt with the adversity, and then he bounced back and made some huge plays for this offense. And that's why the Bears fell in love with Caleb Williams. And that's why the Chicago Bears finally have a quarterback. And as a Bears fan, I am super excited of the future of this organization. I am super excited about Caleb Williams' future as a Chicago Bear. I think the Bears I have a lot of fun in store. I think the Bears are also going to win a whole lot of football games with Caleb Williams at quarterback. So overall, Bears fans, before I let you guys go, give a grade for Caleb Williams' second preseason action as a Chicago Bears quarterback. I definitely give it a B. Once again, with the slow start, him able to show that resilience and ability to bounce back from that slow start, it definitely deserves a B grade. But let me know your grade for Caleb Williams down below in the comment section. But as always, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of KIEQ on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for an all-new Bears podcast right here on KIEQ on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic.